I've heard people say before that there's certain points in your life that you can basically draw a straight line back from where you are today to that point. And for me, that was when I was sitting in my first year business class in university. And I'd come there thinking, I'm going to learn finance and all the business skills, and I'm going to go work for a big company. And these two guys came in and they said something that morning that I couldn't get out of my head for the rest of the day. They said, join us now or work for us later. And what they were talking about was an entrepreneurship club that they were running on campus. And the idea was that they were going to start some businesses, learn some practical skills, and really kind of dive into entrepreneurship. And I couldn't get that out of my mind. And then for the rest of the day, I was thinking about it and showed up to the meeting. And the first thing that struck me was essentially, 3 or 4 people from my class showed up to this meeting, and there was probably 100+ students in there. So I'm thinking, well, this obviously isn't for everybody. And through that group, I learned a ton. We built some businesses, some worked, some didn't, but I probably learned more through working with those friends and, people in that group than I did in all of my classes throughout university. And ultimately I ended up meeting my first business partner through this group, Terry. He was starting an insurance software company, and he said, hey, come work with us. We're building this business. I said, Terry, I don't know anything about insurance. I don't know anything about software. And he said, yeah, don't worry, you'll figure it out. And I joined the company, and ultimately I did figure it out. And there was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of struggles. Wasn't always smooth. But ultimately we built a great business. We scaled it to over 100 people, profitable company, had some really great customers. And what I learned through that experience is that essentially, yes, you need a great product, but sales is the killer app if you really want to be successful. After that company, I took those same skills and applied it to 2 other businesses. Ultimately, all 3 of those businesses got acquired at some point for, really great outcomes. And what I've dedicated the rest of my career to is essentially coaching other entrepreneurs to teach them the same thing. To teach them the power of intentional sales, having a good product, going out to market, telling everybody how much value you can add to their businesses. And so today I coach founders how to go from chaos to clarity, how to put a really great process in place for every single deal that their company works on, and how to go out there and drive revenue for a product that you think adds a lot of value to the marketplace. So I didn't choose this career path of entrepreneurship. Essentially, it chose me. And it's really cool to look today back at that point in time when I was in university and really draw that straight line back to what got me to where I am today.